So, I closed my notes. Whoops. Okay, last we left off, you have completed your business in Tetscat and subsequently got a ride back to Fairhaven, where you decided to check up on a few notables within the little sleeping fishing village there. I'm forgetting what's name now. Victoria's doing okay, so is Randall. And so are the orphans that you've rescued not that long ago. With seemingly them safe, you proceeded to teleport after being assailed minorly by some wolves, placated by some fish, teleported to the abode of Pratchell, the actual tied location to where his mansion is. And there you conversed with Pratchell slightly while he was Spider-Man 3ing it in the middle of the lobby. Got information from Azazon, and then marched down towards Nelid, the logging town, also the birth and raising place of party member Chrysostomus Killager. Apparently has been the victim of an attack from a monster from within the forest. We then rented out a couple rooms in the Wood Roost, meeting with Janice Kelly, the proprietor of the Balthazar Wood Roost, and that is where we pick up. So, did you guys sleep last time? Or did you guys just chill?
I
don't know if we ever confirmed that we went and rested.
I think we had a long rest since we teleported now.
Okay.
All my stuff's at full, so I don't know when we last slept, but everything's at least good for Gina.
I think the person we have to ask is Chrys, because Chrys would have the teleport spell done.
Yeah, I think we did one rest.
Oh, I've lost 2 of mine. Oh yeah, I did some sendings, that's right. Okay, so we have not long rested yet.
Okay. All right. Did you guys buy 2 rooms or 1?
I think we about 1, right? Question mark? Because these were like big rooms, right? If I remember.
They're decently sized. There's normal rooms and there's deluxe rooms, which I think you each got 2 normal rooms, which are just 2 bits each.
I think we got 1, because the only people that need a bed are like Zero and Jana, right?
Okay. Okay, but you, I've all collected at the, not super decorated, but fairly spacious, one of the rooms in the Wood Roost. Yeah, just 2 normal beds in the corners. There's like a nightstand in the middle, but otherwise fairly bare.
TV sitcom marriage bed.
Yeah, pretty much. Split right down the middle.
Well, what time is it?
Checking your pocket watches. It's high noon. Yeah, so you got the better part of a day. You guys pretty much have just got here.
I think Chrys promised us the hometown tour, right? I think that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Is it morning now?
It's high noon.
Oh, high noon.
It's teenager morning.
Is it nighttime yet? Grandpa,
Wait,
it's 6 in the morning.
We did our rest, right?
No.
No, we haven't, Grandpa. No.
He's turning into Pratchell.
We can take a long rest before we do anything serious, but I think we took the long rest in the forest and then we teleported here and we like just got here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I'm curious how our mayor died. Balthazar. So we can.
Yeah, was the reason ever given to us? I don't remember.
No. Oh wait.
I'll go back to
No.
the I think I'll go back to the lobby to check and see if Janice is there.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You know the layout of this place well enough from your prior experiences. Yeah, Janice is still there. Just going through some paperwork, sort of just rubbing the sides of her temples.
Yeah, I'll go up to Janice and say, lots of work, it
Oh,
seems.
Yeah, it's since Mr. Smitty died, this wasn't really what I signed up for, but the pay's better. Just sort of getting the lay of the land. Sorry,
Oh,
just
do you know what?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I was just wondering, do you know how, he died?
Mr. Smitty was already getting on in his years by the time he left. One day he just got sick, bedridden, couldn't eat anything or couldn't keep anything down. And one morning the room service, I suppose, just found him not moving. Kind of pretty big town funeral. We put him we're in the center of the graveyard. This tree's going pretty fast.
We'll probably stop by there and pay our respects later.
Yeah, not a bad idea. It's it's quite a his tree's growing pretty fast, so there might be more there than normal.
How fast?
As Zero sort of just wanders down. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Shit.
Oh yeah, these are new friends that I've met on my journeys. The one who just talked to Zero. But here's Riley and Jenna as well.
Oh yes, apparently I'm here now.
There's just a smoke bomb, everyone appears. Oh, well, seems like you've been busy, Chris. I'm Janice Kelly. I guess I run the Wood Roost now. So talk to me if you need anything. I'll see what I can do. How much do you know about the Forest of Faces?
Riley
Me in-
turns his head towards Chris.
Me in particular?
Just your new friends. I don't know if they've ever visited Nellid before.
Nope, I've never seen this place in my life.
Well, no, to be brief, now it's a logging town. There's, that's our main export. So it's all the transactions sort of go on around the Woodroost area, and the forest is a bit strange. When creatures and people die there and their bodies are left there, they from their body grows a tree, and over time they grow just as fast as a normal tree. The tree will have a face on it of the person or creature that died there. We some time ago cleared out a section of the forest to sort of act as our graveyard. So there's deceased are just interned there, and over time the trees will have the faces on them. So letting families see, loved ones' faces one more time. Balthazar's trees are in the center, and it's growing faster than normal trees. But the forest is kind of weird already, so.
This is the Forest of Faces you're talking about?
Yes.
Where is
Just
that
to the
in
west of
relation
you.
to town? To the west. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, to the
Read my
west. I can.
mind.
Yeah, it's just.
And this is where the mayor is buried? Or is that
There's the.
different?
There's a forest path. Forest path. One. If you take the road west, it'll trail off eventually. One goes into logging camps and little outposts for the loggers. Well, it used to until recently. And one trails off to the north, where a little clearing is cleared out for the graveyard.
Do you know anything about the mayor's death?
He was already getting on in his years. Illness, I don't really know what, but he was already well into his age.
Do you recall any visitors around the time he got sick, like visitors while he was sick?
There's always visitors. Some, mostly merchants, they don't stay very long, and the ones that do, they don't stay more than a week or two. No one that I'm not used to, or no one that seemed to act suspiciously.
I see.
You're a detective on top of a wizard now.
A little bit. We've seen a lot of stuff.
It's only been 2 months.
You'd
I
be
know,
amazed what can happen in that time span.
It's a crazy world.
It's not like you went from level 1 to 12 in 2 months or something.
Well, I did, we made our way all the way to Tetscat, and it's definitely a different place over there
A little
on
dwarf
that side of
island
the
there.
world. Yeah, it's very strict compared to here.
Yeah, that seems pretty par for the course. Not my cup of tea. Well, you can tell me all about it over beer or something. Can gather Henry around. He's somewhere around here.
Yeah, maybe after you're done all your work, we can go to the tavern and get Henry over.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Get the little gang back together for, well, however long you're staying here.
So now are you like the tentative mayor now?
Well, no, I just run the facilities in the Wood Roost now, in place of Balthazar, who had a lot on his hands, more than I thought. I kinda miss just giving people food, door to door, but I take what I can get. Around this point, somewhere from above you, you can hear shouting and like something being knocked over loudly. Jeannie sort of just rolls her eyes and just rubs her temples. Sorry, they've been they've been in there for a few hours, just debating.
Oh, what are they debating for?
It's Foreman Zoran and Captain Rowan up there, along with some pure soul dogma man. They're debating what to do. What to do, well, afterwards, I guess. The monster attack sort of has the whole town riled up, and to be done, and they seem to be having a bit of a disagreement as to what.
Hmm.
Shall we go check on them?
I
now?
wouldn't mind talking to Rowan and see if he knows anything about the Hydra. Maybe we can help.
I don't know if at that point you hear another crash and more yelling. On second thought, if you want to talk to them, that's on you. I'll open the door and I'll run. You can do whatever you want. If you can get them to stop breaking stuff, please, that would be fantastic.
Okay. I'll try and calm them down, perhaps.
It's probably mostly Zorn, honestly, but just, maybe tell her to stop throwing the furniture.
Show
Okay.
us the way. We fear no bitch.
Hey, wait, quick question. Too much time had passed. Did you say the mayor died 2 months ago? Did I mishear?
Well, it was only... oh, geez, when I had it written down
I might have
somewhere.
just misheard something else and thought it was... Because it's only been like a couple days, so, right? Like, it hasn't been that much time. Because we were stopped
It was
by
2
guards.
months. 2 months since I left,
Got it.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll say, why would guards still be stopping people 2 months after a death? Okay. It is still a relevant death of the mayor. We can proceed.
A couple days after Chrys left, yes.
Okay.
I
Wait, a
just put
couple
down
days
recently.
after Chrys left is when he died?
Not that long ago, no.
Okay.
Hasn't been a whole year or anything. Just, it's still relatively fresh, and there's no official chain of leadership other than,
Right.
well, now it's sort of just the foreman for the logging center. Zoran Meltflower just runs the logging side of things, and Captain Rowan O'Malley runs the militia part of things, and they sort of just run the economy and security. Separately, they work together, well, try to work together, and it's been working so far, but there's no real central head of power yet. Balthazar sort of filled that accidentally, but yeah, without him, it's been strange.
Do you guys
you
have
know-
a big dome in town? If not, maybe you should build one.
Dome.
Yeah. You already aren't there yet. Okay. It's okay. We're gonna move past this conversation.
I don't know if that's a reference or something.
It was a Mad Max Thunderdome reference because it's like two
Yeah.
town leaders. Anyway,
I have not
bad.
watched the
Yeah.
Mel Gibson Mad Maxes yet. No.
Okay, sorry. Don't want to derail. I already did.
I watched Tom
Um,
Hardy. I've played the video game, not Mel Gibson yet.
Brandon, go.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna ask? Oh, do you know the reason why the Piercel Dogma person is here, or what they do here?
I don't know. I mean, occasionally they show up, but not frequently. Show up like maybe once or twice a year previously, but I guess it's happenstance. I don't know. You may want to ask them yourself when I sort of unleash the dogs on you and flee as fast as I can.
Before that,
Okay.
then, was the sickness that killed your mayor ever identified?
Seems just, well, according to Cora, at least the apothecary, nothing that insinuates any foul play, if that's what you're referring to. It's just
No,
getting
I'm
kind
just
of
thinking
old.
that this whole situation sounds awfully familiar.
He just unalived one day. That's it.
Yeah, well,
Does-
he deteriorated over the course of a week or so.
A week.
For context, Riley's old boss also got sick and died.
This character, did she? Because I might have missed it. Did she mention if anything had happened a week prior? Like anything weird? I guess Chris already asked that, right?
Like prior to now?
No, a week prior to him dying. You said he
Oh.
deteriorated over a week.
Not that she could remember, no.
Cool. So do you guys want to go, this is just quietly to the group. Do you guys want to go eavesdrop on these dudes first, or you just want to like barge in and take the reins?
Yeah, whichever works.
I'm gonna barge in.
Alright, sounds about on brand.
Take the lead, sir.
Okay. Just if they ask, you just found the room and want to investigate.
Sounds good.
Okay. And she sort of just jingle jangles a big ring of keys and just sort of beckons you to follow her as you sort of just follow her past beautifully decorated and adorned just wooden hallways. Like every plank is like perfectly placed, almost completely flush, like almost seamless, like it's just one long piece of wood. There's paintings of people, landscapes, animals. There's like an old guy that Chris you recognize as Balthazar. This like really at the time, even when you left, like this old human dude, like bleach white widow's peak, sort of liver spotted on the top of his head.
Yeah, I'll point to that picture when we walk by it to everyone and tell them that's Balthazar.
So you can expect to see that face plastered on a tree then.
Usually
Most
around this
likely.
time, no, but his tree's been growing fast, so maybe. I haven't really visited in the last couple days. Well, can't. There's a hydra about. Okay. As you continue following Janice, you sort of make your way up a wooden staircase, following the sounds of shouting and hands slamming a table. As you climb up to the top of this wooden staircase, it leads to like a small landing, like a small hallway with a wooden door, beautifully carved, scrolling around the edges. Even from like this distance, you can hear the conversation fairly clearly through the door. The conversation sort of shifts from calm debate to straight yelling, seemingly at random, just getting louder and louder as you approach. You watch Janice very slowly, like Scooby-Doo, tiptoe towards the door, and then put a key in and like really slowly twists the lock until you hear like a very silent. And she sort of just stands back. Would you like the eavesdrop first, or we want to just barge in?
I want to use.
I'm gonna. I'll cast mage armor just in case.
Okay.
What's going on behind that door? Did I miss something?
Lots of yelling, screaming,
There's
arguing.
the leaders, well, leaders right now of the town, the foreman of the logging industry, and the captain of the guard, as to speak, are having a disagreement as to what the town's next action should be regarding the Hydra that attacked not but a couple days ago.
Whatever we decide to do, I'm gonna enter last behind everyone else. Sounds like Chris wants to go head in. Go for it,
Yeah.
buddy. Do it, champ.
We're
Yeah,
following your lead.
I'll
Give
head
him a
in.
pat on the back.
I'll open the door and head in.
I'll be
Okay.
right back. Give me like 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay, so as you sort of just bust in with your mage armored self, very just action hero-y, the door just kicks open to like a fairly spacious room. decorated with paintings of landscapes from seemingly just different parts of the continent. You see green flowing silks that dangle above a dark wood bed to your right, two large circular windows on the opposite end of the room on either side, and a silver chandelier that dangles above a square wooden table with three figures standing around it, overlooking a piece of paper, a map of some sort. You see a halfling woman with like sunburned skin stood atop a stool to the left, thick, scraggly, wild brown hair, and on a stocky and muscular frame. You see she's wearing a sort of brown leather work apron and like a tool belt full of just saws, hammers, hooks, just a plethora of tools. To the right of the table, you see an older human man, thick white mustache that covers the entire mouth, balding on top though. Dressed in like a well-kept, oiled chainmail with a longsword at his side. You can see the last figure is a younger human man, not like super young, but older. Sorry, younger than the old guy, but not like 18. Darkly tanned, with sort of unkempt, swept back black hair and a pointed beard on his chin. You can see he's adorned in a breastplate with a 9-pointed star emblazoned on the front. Looks like it's seen some wear and tear. Their gazes swing over to you the moment the door opens. Is anyone following suit, or is it just Chrys?
I'm following.
Riley will like gingerly walk in at like a brisk pace.
I will cautiously follow at the very back.
Okay. As you all enter, you see Ginny slink down the stairs slowly. As Zero, you're the last to leave. You sort of look back and you see Ginny's just mouth good luck to you. As you sort of just, at first very quietly, slinks back down the stairs, and then like once she's confident she's out of earshot, just basically runs.
That's a good sign.
Okay. As you all bust in, it's the halfling woman that speaks first. Chrys, you recognize this as Foreman Zoran Meltflower. She speaks before anyone else has to. This is a private conversation. I don't know who you are, but you have no business barging in here without permission. The older man with a mustache interjects. You recognize this as Captain Rowan O'Malley. Ah, that would be Chrysostomus. Who? Granus Pratchell's ward. Hudron and Elandra's Killager's son. Ah, yes, that. Well, it still doesn't change the fact that they should be here. They shouldn't be here. As Chrys, you enter, you see Rowan sort of face you, square on, and sort of salutes to you.
And I do the salute back to him.
Okay,
Hello, sir.
Good to see you're still kicking there.
Yeah.
The man in the breastplate bearing the symbol of Len speaks up. Actually, this might be a fortuitous series of events. What are you talking about now, you brainwashed goon? The man's eye sort of flickers back at the halfling as to say something, but focuses his attention back onto you. I have a feeling that they wouldn't be here without a reason. Is that correct?
That is correct. Mainly, it's my concern that, as I've recently learned that Balthazar has recently passed away, and there has been a recent Hydra attack on the city. I would like to try and help in some way.
Help? You? Blue boy with a wand thinks he can come and solve the town's problems, huh? Captain Rowan sort of pipes up. Give the boy a chance to speak, Zoran.
Yeah, well, I've been on travels around the world recently, and I've, I definitely think I can help. I did participate in the Gatherers Guild in Silnia, and we did take on a Froghemoth. There was a job opening for a Hydra as well there, but we decided to go with the Froghemoth instead. But I think we're up to the challenge. We've encountered a crystalline rambler, and we have some experience with some of these dangerous monsters, including chimeras and displacer beasts. So I think we're up to the challenge for this.
Zoran Meltflower sort of just pipes up. Think you could take on a Hydra just because you killed a couple frogs? The man in the breastplate, which some of you would recognize very fuzzily as the guy that stopped a shanking in the middle of Imus one time. Like once. He sort of just pipes up. Believe you me, Miss Meltflower. A Froghemoth is a bit more deadly than you may think. So, you are wishing to enlist your services to the town of Nelid.
Yes. Preferably, at least help with this Hydra, or the capture or killing of the Hydra.
Okay. Zoran sort of pipes up. Good, then you can go and try to hunt the Hydra. Cannot sit on our hands longer than we already have. Rowan sort of pipes up. I don't know if you saw the thing, Zoran, but that was the biggest fucking Hydra I've ever seen. It's not like that's my first. Could barely scratch the thing, and when we did, it melted my men. As it stands now, we don't have a damn prayer against the thing on its own turf. We need to sit and defend the town. Set up traps, pitfalls, anything. But to turn the town into a fucking war zone is what you want, Rowan. Look, there's no conversation that will have all problems addressed. Adventurers.
We can at least try and make sure the Hydra does not reach the town, but it is good to keep precautions in case something like that comes again.
With an attitude like this, you're much better prepared to handle a Hydra year than Fairhaven was to handle that Kraken.
You've slain a Kraken.
Kind of.
Humble brag.
Now that we're lying, Zero's gonna start like puffing up their chest and trying to look like serious behind Chrys to help sell us a little bit.
Well, it seems you are set on venturing out into the magical forest and slaying a Hydra. Complaints, anybody? Sort of looks to the two other people sitting at the table. The sooner that Hydra gets dealt with, I don't fucking care. You do what you want. If you get melted, that's your own business.
What do you mean,
Captain.
paid, right?
The foreman and the captain just look at each other. Captain Rune sort of says, Zorn, how much leftover gold in the treasure do we got? Zorn just says, not enough for fucking mercenaries, if that's what you're implying. She sort of just turns towards you. Look, if you want to help, that's great, fine. We don't have a lot of... Well, liquidizable assets right now in the middle of a fucking siege.
Whatever. As long as it makes it easier to fish around these parts, I'm happy to dispatch of the beast.
Is there something you can offer us besides monetary possessions?
You want
would still be
logs?
nice?
Got lots of logs. Got a shitload of logs. We make logs every day.
How hard would it be to
Want
go
planks?
back to make our own trade route between this city and the Underdark?
The fuck are you on about, woman?
You know, considering we left that place without setting up any marker or, you know, taking much of anything with us, it would probably be quite difficult. And frankly, it's best that the outside world doesn't know.
We'll keep this in mind.
The man in the breastplate with the 9-pointed star sort of just reaches into his breastplate, like through the armhole, and sort of pulls out a small coin-shaped or coin-sized pendant, almost. Sort of emblazoned. It's either made of gold or coated in gold. I'm not sure, but it's very shiny. And sort of just slaps it onto the table. That, if you are willing to make the journey to Sot, will allow you a, I suppose, favor from one of the inquisitors of the Pure Soul Dogma.
Ooh.
Zero happily steps forward and takes that off the table.
He snatches it before you get to it.
Oh,
after the Hydra is slain.
Understandable.
Now, I still believe that we should still find my men before we go on a Hydra hunt in the forest, seeing as, well, the town wasn't quite ready to send out any people, and I wasn't about to fight a Hydra by myself. Or we can take on the Hydra now between the 5 of us.
Where are your men?
Somewhere in the forest. I told them to go track the Hydra, not to engage, and they haven't reported back since.
Well, good
How long
news.
ago was that?
Well, that either means they're doing their job well or they're dead.
They're supposed to report in at least once a day, twice at worst. Nothing. It's been 4 or 5 days now.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the latter is probably more likely then.
well, we have a ranger. She'll find them.
Yeah, I was saying, have you ever watched
Better.
Manhunter, the hit Canadian? Whatever that show was, that's basically,
Yeah.
that can be me and my bear. This is
I don't think they
Giorgio,
get
by the
people
way.
out here.
Footprints. They were here about 2 minutes ago.
Seems like they're using backward shoes. Throw us off our trail. I miss Manhunter, Jesus.
That was such a good show. Anyway,
Never would I've ever seen a man on horse lasso a man in real life that wasn't part of like a Western drama.
Fun fact, I was actually standing like 10 feet from him in what was the place called? Cross Iron,
Outdoor
not too long
Worlds?
ago. It was like 10 years ago. I guess that was pretty long ago. But yeah, like I was in the same building as him at the same time.
that's
Couldn't
so
see him over
cool.
the massive crowd that was like trying to get like stuff signed, but yeah.
That's insane.
It definitely is like one of the lowest level celebrities, but still a
Yeah,
celebrity.
he's like a B-list celebrity. Fucking man tracker.
Let's go check those men.
The foreman, Soren Malflyer, sort of just looks at the Pure Soul Dominant guy. Congratulations, Niles. You've got your little search party. Pure Soul Dominant guys were just looks back at the foreman. I suppose things all worked out. Good day. And sort of just bows deeply, but not leaving eye contact, and sort of just walks towards the group. I'll be joining you on your excursions towards the forest. I'll be. Well, I suppose you're in charge of this now. I'll be looking for my men at some point, but we technically hired you.
I'm the captain.
Look at me.
He
I'm
sort of
the
just,
captain now.
he sort of just,
Say that now.
he sort of just looks at you, Zero, and sort of cocks his head to the side. Have we met before?
Hey, yeah, this guy looks kind of familiar, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think you might have saved my ass in IMS a couple months ago. Appreciate it.
Ah, yes. Apologies for the rudeness of my fireflies. They
It's no
don't have the culture of the mainland quite.
right.
Yeah.
As understanding as I'd like to be, I hope you can understand that, seeing as I'm also from Sant, I don't have a great history with them, so if they do step out of line, I will not hesitate to defend myself. Hope you can understand.
If it's to defend yourself, then we'll have no problem. Just defense.
Yeah.
Shall we press on then? Shall we have all the supplies you need? Shall we leave in the morning?
Yeah, probably prepare tonight and then leave in the morning.
I assume you're staying in the Wood Roost as well.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the lobby in the morning then.
Sounds good.
Before we exit the room, Riley is going to approach. What was it? Zorn was her name.
Zorin Melflower. Yeah.
Zorin. Okay, very similar to the elementals down in the Underdark. He's gonna approach her. He's gonna like kind of tower over her a little bit and be like, "Say, on the off chance that we do get melted out there, what's your backup plan?"
Well, that's what we were discussing before you so rudely interrupted us.
Yes, discussing.
She sort of just stands up taller on her stool, sort of just getting really close to your face. You have a problem with me.
The problem with the disorganization over here. Not by pure happenstance. that happens, Riley will be like, "The truth may sting, but learn from it."
He sure just glares at you really heavily.
Riley is self-confident enough to know that he rolled a nat 20 on that,
Yeah.
and that
You,
she is indeed reflecting on her thoughts.
yeah, you can see the old guy sort of just look at you like not like a hard mean stare, but he just raises his eyebrow. It's like impressed.
The dice said yes today.
Josie, you here?
Yeah.
Roll call.
Josie.
Hello?
No ranger.
Mm.
Hello?
Healer down, out of mana, need a res. Ah, ah, ah!
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh no.
Oh
Hello?
no. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yee.
Okay, we can hear
Why
you.
did that? I changed no settings. I muted myself, unmuted it, and that's all I did. Okay.
That's really weird.
Discord do the fuck sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So you have successfully barged into a government meeting and told them what to do.
Riley said, "Get your shit together." Oh, it's funny.
Okay, but it's high noon. What would you like to do? You see, watch as the Pierce Old Dumb guy, Niles, sort of just scoot past by all of you, sort of just walk down the stairs out of sight.
I don't remember what conclusion we came to last time. Is Niles hot?
He's not bad looking.
Okay.
He sort of looks like he does keep himself presentary, but he's also lives in the woods. So it's like a wild, unkempt suaveness.
Okay. Yeah. Someone's type. That's fine.
Yeah. There's like a man in a tuxedo. Like James Bond lived in the woods for like 2 days. He has sort of that look with him.
Do you guys want to see where I worked on the weekends?
Fantasy Burger King? Show us.
Okay.
Tour.
Yeah, I'll
tour,
bring them
tour.
bring them to the library.
Okay. Yeah, so you just head down the stairs to the first floor to the left wing, just the opposite wing of all the rooms that you're just in. Pass by Janice, going to back to the old stomping grounds.
Yep. Kind of want to check it out, see what's up over there.
I thought you read every book in there already.
Pretty much. But I would like to show my friends, see if they would like to check it out as well.
Fair enough. Enjoy yourselves. Hope you like musty
Thank you.
books about basilisks and rocks.
Yes.
They can be fun sometimes.
The children's stories, yeah.
Can I make an insight check? Does she seem like, is she flirting with Chrys or is she just like chilling? She seems just
Make an
chilling,
insight
nothing
check.
serious. Oh.
You have no idea. Hard to read. Could be either.
That's good.
Okay. As you sort of lead your friends to the library, it's not like a huge spacious one, but it is tall. It takes up both the first and second floor. It's like a cylindrical room with like a ladder, like really tall ladder that goes sort of rolls to either side as the bookshelves sort of just go 2 stories. Uh, and in the center of it all, both on the first and second floor, is a reading area, with a couple couches, a table, tea set. Yeah, but it's just these bookshelves are just filled top to bottom with books. A couple shelves that are like kind of empty, but otherwise completely filled. Now, it's not as big as the library in Altus, Insonia, or in Abethus, but it's, for a small town, it's a pretty large collection.
These books were collected by Mr. Smithy, and I would organize them and help people find books if they wanted to read. One
Is
of my
there-
favorite books.
No, go on.
One of my favorite books as a child was the Boy and the Basilisk. And I'll go get it and and then show it to them.
Okay. Yeah, he brings you out this really colorful, old but colorful, like children's book,
Yep.
pretty much.
Yep.
The pages aren't on paper; it's like on like wood print that's been painted, and it seems like some of it has been painted over to sort of restore it, kind of like Monkey Jesus. And yeah, in very big, pretty font is the title, "The Boy and the Basilisk," it's about a boy that, against his mother's wishes, leaves town and ventures into the forest. And over time, he begins seeing statues of creatures, of animals, deer. There will be like statues of birds perched on trees, and occasionally he'd find more and more people. The boy remembers stories about statues in the woods, and it is signs that a basilisk is near. All warnings point to him fleeing. That is the normal like action to take when you see them. The boy's too curious though, so he begins trudging further and further into the forest, following the statues through the woods. Eventually comes across a large collection of statues of people toppled over, stone arms and limbs strewn about, and a squat reptilian creature with 8 legs at the center, chewing on stone. The boy also remembers stories of staring into the eyes of basilisk means doom, but also remembers these stories of old hunters and woodsmen, that basilisks are dangerous. They're also dumb, and they're still animals in a sense. If you show them a reflection, they'll think it's a rival and try to use its stony gaze on itself. So the boy, without looking at the reptilian lizard, who can hear is slowly approaching him, finds a large flat rock by a riverbed and begins polishing it like fucking mad with his shirt. As the footsteps of this reptilian creature, the basilisk, gets closer and closer, he presents the stone to the basilisk and expects to be turned to stone himself. A moment passes and nothing seems to happen as he sort of dares to look at the reptilian lizard and finds that where there was once a dangerous creature is now a statue of a dangerous creature. The 8-legged, squat, thick form of a basilisk, now turned into a perfect lifelike replica of a known terror in the woods, being one of the first in his own village to find, see, witness a basilisk without being killed by one.
What do you guys think?
Could all learn a thing or two from that kid, I think.
Pretty cool.
Do you have one where like the boy and the basilisk fall in love, like a happy end, Chris?
I don't think so.
See a fan fiction written by Chris at the back of the back of the book,
Like quickly hiding it behind his
written in crayon.
But while we're here at the library, I would actually like to look up and see if there is a book on hydras, or like where they might be found, or how to capture them, or and that sort of thing.
Okay, so you're gonna look for books about hydras.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want to search for anything?
Riley, based on experience, is looking for either a whoa dude bro or a floating brain in a jar.
There is no one in the library other than just you and your compatriots, actually.
Weird, there's no librarian here.
Jana wants to search
This points
to
to
see.
himself.
Jana was trying to locate like citizen documents. Like I want to see if we can find like Chris's birth certificate.
Okay. Zero gonna do anything?
I'm gonna snoop around, see if there's anything interesting hidden in here or something.
Okay. Sure. So I need everyone to make investigation checks, except Riley, if you're not looking for anything specific. I guess you're looking for people, but yeah, it's a very small cylindrical room. It's not like a huge area.
He would not mind seeing if there's any like books on fish around here. Maybe there's some local like species he's not familiar with.
Okay. So make an investigation check.
Oh, I am still long. Let me change that.
Okay. Chris, roll again.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. So, you're searching for books about hydras, and as you're sort of searching, you sort of brush your hand across one accidentally, and as you knock off a single book that hits the floor. As you sort of go down to pick it up, you realize it's about monstrosities from within the forests of faces, and just like some dude's account of stuff that he found. And as you pick up the book, you sort of feel the time around you freezes, and you look around, and you can hear to your left footsteps. As you sort of turn, you see a sort of pale-skinned woman with dark pink spiky hair tied up in jeweled clasps, wearing a long, flowing, sort of ash black silk robe with pink flower decorations with one arm hanging out of it. Sort of just smiles, and from like a really long wide sleeve pulls out a little glowing pearl and hands it to you. I believe this belongs to you. Your luck could have ended very poorly.
Yes. Now I remember, yeah. Thank you, though.
Okay. And as you take it, time resumes. The woman no longer there, and you sort of feel the deck seem to revitalize some of its energy.
This is a
Sounds
deck
good.
thing? When did he roll deck?
Back in the Underdark.
And you're just now getting the consequences?
I keep forgetting to give the consequences.
Oh.
Okay, but you now have a book about monstrosities and by proxy probably hydras. Regarding books about fish and citizen records, the fish here are like fish books you find. They're not anything.
Special.
Yeah, like stuff you already know pretty much. Like it's like this
Right.
is the habitat of a bass. Like this is a salmon. This is its spawning grounds. Stuff that most people would know if they like even like an amateur fisherman. Nothing useful
Right.
for you at least. And they don't seem to keep citizen records here. At least not like publicly in view. So you don't find Chris's birth certificate or anything. Zero, what were you searching for?
Something hidden or interesting in here.
Okay. Okay. As you're sort of just rooting through, just pushing in books, trying to find any like hidden switches. One does push in, and like, oh, okay. You sort of pull out that book, and you see behind about 3 books. Their books are small, so it leaves a bit of space in the back. You see a half-drunken bottle of whiskey and a glass.
Does it look like recently used, or is it like dusty?
It's kind of dusty.
Okay. Does it look like good whiskey, or is it like just unlabeled bottle?
Looking at the vintage, it's just a vintage brand. It doesn't look inexpensive, but it's not like super fancy high class whiskey. It's just it's not cheap whiskey.
I take
Okay.
it.
All right, bottle of whiskey down.
Here, Jana, I got you a snack.
Thank you.
I passed her the
Go
whiskey.
afternoon tea, Jack Daniels.
Like a Capri
Yeah.
Sun.
My mommy juice.
Yo, Janet got breakfast, a whole ass jug of moonshine.
Use a bottle of Jack to brush your teeth with. Good luck.
You know, when we step out to fight the Hydra, we ain't coming back. I hope we do. I hope we come back.
If you do, you can celebrate with pedicures on your toes.
Thank you, Zero.
Anytime.
Chris, anything specific about hydras you want to look about?
Mostly maybe on tracking them and maybe attacks or like how they defend themselves.
Okay. Okay, so the book lists a couple of known behaviors of hydras, stuff that would probably be in other books, other people would know. They're good at swimming, really good at swimming actually, despite what their stocky ass body would say, and also like the multiple heads they have. They're also really hungry. Like they'll eat just about anything that breathes. When they sleep, they typically have at least one head awake, so you can't really sneak up on one while it's sleeping. Tracking, they leave pretty big footprints. Generally, they also they're pretty big too, so they generally snap a lot of tree branches and such. Scat is typically just filled with bones of just about anything. And, if there's human bones there, it's probably big enough to eat a human, so probably good signs of Hydra. Oh, and also the biggest feature of a Hydra is if you cut off its head, if a head gets destroyed, 2 more grow back.
Does that keep happening with each head?
The book says that there doesn't seem to be a limit of how much this happens. And that there's
Yes.
some monstrously large hydras that have a lot of heads, just because there's no limit.
Is there a Guinness World Record we can break?
Yeah, most Hydra heads on one Hydra record.
Whoa, look at all those heads. These are the faces of evil.
Is it just their heads? Like, if we cut off its ass, does it get two?
2 asses.
Yeah, two dump trucks.
It shits twice as much.
I want to know where the head cutoff line is.
What if you cut off half of the body?
It seems to be specifically the heads. Like the body seems to be like the root of the theoretical plant. The stems are like the heads. If you cut one, you can like they sort of sprout offshoots sometimes.
And just to be clear, the heads that get cut off don't grow bodies, right? It just like
It grows
the
another head.
original body keeps getting more and more crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go get some head. Do we still have to find the dude, so right? We're not there yet.
Yeah, we have to go find his bros.
But yeah. I hope you like this library.
It's very nice. I'm writing a Yelp review right now.
Oh, I guess I should mention to you guys, because I didn't really address it before when I spoke to, what's his name? Simon? Niles?
Yeah. That was work.
Yeah. So unless some of you were not aware, the Pure Soul Dogma back home, they despite the fact that they try to, seem pretty like noble and brave and all that here on the mainland, back home they're viciously racist. So yeah, that is my current standing with them, especially the ones that are from Sant. And that's what happened last time. Homeboy tried to frame me for some shit or whatever, but like I stand by what I said. If one of them tries some shit, I will not hesitate, bitch.
Your enemies
What do they
are
think
our
about
enemies.
elves?
To my understanding, they just have an overall belief of anything that is not like of the light is like unholy. So, me, a devil person, bad. But you're probably fine.
I think that's pretty fucking dumb.
Are there elves in Pure Soul Dogma?
The ones you've seen have been primarily human, but there's also primarily human in Sant generally. Hard to tell, but you do know that the persecution has affected tieflings pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Your enemies are our enemies.
Hell yeah. ACAB, guys. ACAB.
Not to totally change topics. Chris, did you tell us how your parents died?
How they died?
Yeah.
From what I remember, they were on a mission, and I don't know exactly how, but I assume maybe some sort of monster. But the bodies were not recovered, so I'm not entirely sure.
Were they also adventurers? Like, what was their job? Hello?
Random.
Fragile might know more,
Okay.
or perhaps Rowan. But I'm not. I don't think that I don't know much about exactly
How
what
does
happened to them.
How does
sending
Chris
work
feel about his
again?
parents? Like, is it like, like, do you miss them at all, or is it kind of like I never knew them?
Damn, Jenna, we busted in
Hello?
this at 12
Hello?
o'clock on a Tuesday.
Oh, suddenly you didn't hear the question. Convenient. Are you with us, Brandon?
Oh dear. It's happening again. We good?
Oh,
I'm
well.
back.
Can't run away from your
Yeah, I
face
think we're good.
forever, Chris.
Conveniently dodging the question.
You could hear me though, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't hear anything I said?
No. I asked you how you felt about your parents, and there was like a long silence, which was very comical.
Oh, how I felt about my parents?
Yeah, like, do you miss them? Or is it like a you never knew them? Like, how does Chris feel about his parents?
Yeah, I definitely do miss them. I I wish I had more time with them.
How old were you when they died?
I was pretty young, maybe like 10.
That's really
So you said the
rough.
bodies were never found, right?
Yeah, the bodies were not found.
What do you think the chances are that they're actually still alive and just out there somewhere?
Hello?
I'm here. I'm just trying to think of an answer. Um, I, I wouldn't know. I don't think I've had any sign of them.
Are we
Being
all just,
alive.
like, cornering Chris and like asking him really deep questions that he hasn't had to think about in years?
I mean, this is the time to ask them, is it not?
Deirdre was able to contact Zero's mother with like extremely little information, so I'm thinking Riley might be able to do the same if they're alive. Did Deirdre need like a visual? Because I know Zero casts like silent image. I don't
believe
remember how that works.
the, are you casting message?
It would be sent.
Oh, sending. Sorry. Sending. I believe
Yeah.
the wording is like a creature you're familiar with, which
Uh-huh.
I guess like knowing the relationship and appearance would be a good amount.
So I'd still need appearance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could maybe check my old home.
Yes. I was just gonna say, are there other spots you can bring us to on the tour of your hometown?
Yeah. Well, I guess we could check my old house. And then also maybe we can get some supplies from Cora.
Sounds like a
Well,
plan.
sure then.
And maybe ask Cora what they thought about Mr. Smithy.
Let's go.
All right. As you leave the wood roost past the sort of U-shaped courtyard with the wooden statue of the Balthazar Smitty, the dude that you saw in the painting, you go find, as best you can remember, Chris, your old house. It's been a good number of years since you last been here. As you sort of go to that old neighborhood, you come across a single-story house. It's there's seem to be windows. It's not a like house in squalor. It's a pretty decent house. Looks well maintained. Like you see the little wooden steps up, like the 2 steps to the door. Uh, yeah,
Is it vacant or does someone else live there now?
door's closed.
Is it locked?
You try the lock. It seems locked. Yeah.
I'll try knocking on it.
Like a
Okay.
real knock or the spell knock?
Just a real knock,
Okay.
like with my hands.
Okay. All right. So you knock on the door, non-magically lock. The cantrip knock. About 20 seconds pass before the door opens, revealing a older guy, like thinning on the head. Sort of just doesn't look like he's like well kept himself. Kind of a beer belly going on, just like a tunic with like the bottom part of his belly sort of poking out. Sort of just looked at you. Hey, selling something?
Hello. What was that?
You selling something?
No. This used to be my old house a long time ago. Like 55 years ago.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could tour it.
What, just walk around?
If that's, yeah, just kind of, just see it, that sort of thing.
Make a persuasion check. He sort of just narrows his eyes. No, you can't.
I
You know,
understand.
Chris,
It's your home now, but
That it is.
at least I got to see it again from the outside. I'll just I'll leave you to it then.
Right. Okay. You have a good day. He sort of just very slowly closes the door.
Before he closes it, I'll toss in a gold coin.
He sort of just takes it. His eyes just beam and just like, if when you give me another one of those.
I'll give him another one.
Welcome home, buddy. And he sort of just throws the door open.
Okay. And I guess I'll go in.
Okay. Yeah, he sort of
there's one
just
language everybody speaks.
yeah. So like the outside's well maintained. Inside less so. Inside it's kind of dilapidated. Like objects and furniture are just dusty. The layout's the same. The furniture is rearranged. There's like a sort of like small dining table. I say dining table. It's like it's like a nightstand with a chair at it. Just in the corner with like a single candle. Stove still there. Still attached to the same spot. Just to your right, that's where the kitchen is, and then to your left is where all the bedrooms are. That's where you used to stay. Yeah, but everything here seems kind of not well maintained.
I'll go to the guy and say, here's another 5 gold. Maybe you can use this money to renovate the place or make it more fresh.
Make another persuasion check.
Ooh.
Yeah, he sort of just takes it, looks around, just like, yeah, I guess it could do with a bit of renovating. You can see like there's a small couch just near the like a fireplace, and there's a lot of empty beer bottles around it. Yeah, I can get something to tidy up the place, I suppose. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, as the rest of you
What-
walk in, just oh sorry, go ahead.
Was there an attic in this place
Um,
that I remember?
yeah, we'll see, sure. Just sort of like in the hallway, where like all the bedrooms connected. Yeah, there's a little crawl space with a ladder that you can press the top of the lid; it'll come down.
Yeah, I'll check the attic and see if there's anything in there that might still be left there.
Okay. Sure. Make an investigation check. Okay. Yeah, the attic you find is actually fairly untouched from last you remember. There's a couple of objects in here that you recognize, like specific pullovers that your parents used to use. They got like torn, nibbled by moths, so they just put it up here for storage. There's a box of old toys that you used to play with. Then you outgrew them, so your parents are just put them up here. You do find like an easel with an unfinished painting. As you sort of just throw open a cover, it seems to be like a unfinished painting. The sort of charcoal sketches sort of make it seem like this was to be like a family portrait of your mother, your father, and a little baby version of you, but it was never actually colored in.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll just put it in my bag of holding for now.
Yeah, but other than just miscellaneous objects, you don't find anything of familial importance.
Yeah, I'll probably, just take a look through the toys and kind of get nostalgic there.
Yeah, you find
Maybe a few tears.
Yeah. You find like
Does Chris
little-
have to force them out?
you find little like
No, there's like there's just maybe a few tears running down his face.
little rocking horses. You find like a stuffed teddy bear that had its leg ripped and then like stitched back together by your mother. Your first little practice wand, made just from a twig from the woods. Nothing special about it, but it made you feel special.
Yeah, I'll take that practice wand.
Yeah, the leaves used to have leaves on it. It's all long dried up, but the wood is still there.
And you said it was like a stitched up horse.
There's like little wooden rocking horses that that were carved from. There's a lot of wood here, so you just like you can set them on the ground so there's a rocking them back and forth. There's a teddy bear, cloth little teddy bear, furred, and like the leg was torn off and the stuffing started falling out, but it got stitched up by your mother.
Okay, so rocking horse and teddy bear. I'll take the teddy bear.
Okay.
What did Riley roll for?
Riley is deeply moved by this.
No.
was the alternative?
Being indifferent.
It goes from oh that's sad to yeah okay.
Yeah, and I guess I'll leave the attic and then maybe just check out my old room for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. As you go to your old room, it's a smaller like offshoot. To the right, to the left is the master bedroom where your parents used to sleep. To the right, you try to push open the door. You can't. Something's blocking it.
Oh, here you go. The guy is this your room or
Which one?
this one that won't open?
Oh, right. I wouldn't go there right now. It's sort of filled with my stuff.
Is it his grow
Can I
room?
insight check that?
It's it's
Like,
deeply personal items. So I understand this. It's emotional moment for you. That room is maybe you don't want to go in there.
Chris, say the word and that door is open. I whisper that. I don't say that aloud to him.
yeah, I guess there's not much I can do. I understand that it's your personal stuff, but can I like make an insight check to see if it's like maybe something illegal?
Sure, make an insight check.
Ooh, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay. You don't get the sense that it's illegal. You get the sense that he there's a form of embarrassment when it comes to that room.
Okay, yeah. It's okay then. I guess we'll be on our way then.
All right. So yeah, just I'm glad you got your visit on off the list.
Yep, it was nice.
Jaina's gonna whisper to Zero, we're going in there, right?
Zero nods their head.
Okay. You can try to bust your way in there.
Jaina's game.
I mean, are we just in front of?
I mean, they're walking
It's-
away, right? I'm assuming it's gonna be on this like, oh, and we're
Yeah.
leaving toward the house now, but like we ain't
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dude is like in the center of the living room right now, sort of on the couch chugging a beer. The hallway where the rooms are sort of like to the left, like four into the left where he is. And that room specifically is like all the way down at the end of the hallway, so you guys wouldn't be an eye shot.
Let's go for it.
I guess it's a stupid question to ask. These houses don't have like bathrooms, do they? Is it like outhouse situations? What's
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my
there's
excuse.
no,
Was to use the we were looking for the bathroom. Same mind.
The pot.
Yeah, we're looking for the
It's a
chamber
chamber pot
pot.
situation. Yeah, it's a chamber pot situation.
All right, we got to cover.
in
Let's
the house
go.
though?
Yeah, in the house somewhere.
Okay.
For the
I'm gonna
record,
cast message.
Riley is not part of this.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna cast message and tell Chris to distract.
Perfect.
Should we
Do I
ask
reply?
him where the bathroom is?
You can reply if you
You're
want.
asking us if you reply.
Yeah, I'll say good luck. Let me know what's in there.
I'm gonna There's only one hallway with rooms, right?
Yeah. So there's the hallway that goes to the rooms, and then like to the right is like a kitchen, like from the living room.
Cool. I'm gonna take a single gold out of my pocket and just kind of like flip the coin to him and let him know, or just ask him if we can use his restroom really quick.
He sort of just goes, "Oh, yeah, it's right in the corner there." And he sort of points to the sort of like the corner of the living room, pretty much. It's like, if you need a guy, I can step outside for a minute.
That'd be great.
Ah,
Step outside,
yeah,
sir.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably all step outside and not look at it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just let me know when you're done. Yeah. I'll
Thanks.
clear it out later. Okay. He sort of just groans. The dad groans as he gets up from the couch, and just walks outside, barefoot.
Riley
I
follows.
scurry to the hallway. I scurry to the hallway.
Okay. Right. You can try to open the door.
I pick up Jana under my arm and scurry
Okay.
to the hallway.
As you
Oh, yeah.
quarterback Janet to the hallway.
As everyone stepped out, Jane will say, "I'll be here to make sure no one comes in." That's her.
Chris
reason
will
for
actually
staying
use the
behind.
pot.
Oh, gross.
Oh my
You
God.
sharing? Double action.
Yep, I'm going in the pot.
Okay.
Wait, like your whole body?
Yeah. You climbing into the pot.
Not the whole body.
Not the whole body.
How big is
Just
this
some of the body.
pond?
It's a little inflatable swimming pool.
Just a pot. Just a regular pot.
I love that as I like pick up Jana under my arm and go to the hallway,
Yeah.
Chris is already like undoing his
Yo.
pants.
We're not
Yeah.
running to the room. We're running away from Chris.
Remember how you first met Pratchell?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the legacy of this family.
Okay. Yeah, we get to the door. Janet in tow.
Is it locked or is it just like something?
You can
floating
open it,
away?
but then like it opens like an inch before it hits something.
I'm going to gently give a little push.
Okay. You push it, gives a little. You can hear like clattering and shit.
Oh no. I'm going to open it wide enough for Jana to crawl through. I'll push it slowly, so I'll try to like not knock so much shit over, but I'm gonna only open it wide enough for
Okay.
Jana to get in.
Make a strength check.
Shh. No worries.
How does this guy get in here?
Oh.
It's not a hard push. It takes you a little bit longer than you were happy with, but you managed to push open enough that Janet can squeeze through. And you just hear a bunch of clattering and clanging, like you see like 4 like glass bottles just roll out from the little gap. You are immediately hit with a very strong scent of decay.
Oh.
Oh.
What? What do I see?
As you sort of crawl through, you are in a sea of glass bottles and food scraps. Like you see like chicken bones, you see like the T-bone of a steak that's like half used, it's like sort of black with mold. A lot of glass bottles in here.
What the fuck?
Like a lot.
Is this just like his dumpster room?
There seems to be a lot of trash in here, yeah.
Do I see anything that's worth noticing besides like trash?
Make a perception or investigation, depending on how detailed you want to go with this. If you want to just scan the room or if you want to ball pit this.
Would it be possible for me to also just stick my head in and get a look?
Yeah, it's you can just like the top half of your face. You can see it is shitty in here.
I think unless Jana sees something on the perception check, she doesn't want to like start digging because it's probably gross, right? So I'm just gonna do perception.
Okay.
0 is visibly disgusting.
Okay. Yeah, there does seem to be like the beginnings of like a bedpost.
Oh.
Yeah. So like there does seem to be like a bed that used to be visible in here.
I'm gonna hope no one's buried under this trash and leave because it's kind of gross, right? I don't know what else could be in here. I think this is just his shame room of trash. His hoarder room. His hoarder nest.
Can I also just scan the room and see if there's anything of note worth like
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you are sort of just peeking through the narrow slit.
Damn. Of course.
There's like the perfect embodiment of a chicken bone, like caveman style if you want it.
Ew.
Jana,
not.
can I still make an investigation check?
Sure.
I think Jana's gonna start walking her way out, and then the sudden thought be like, a hoarder wouldn't just like their whole house would be like this, not one room that they board off. So she's gonna try and dig a little deeper to see if it's more than meets the eye.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just digging around, rooting through. You see a lot of glass bottles and trash in here. Like it's pretty disgusting. There's even like a weird like haze in here. Like there's spores or something in the air that's just been like propagating in here. It smells nasty in here. It's almost like it's like dust, but not.
Ew. Jana wants out. She's leaving this room.
As you desperately wade through this pile of filth and muck, you manage to make your way out, clattering a bunch of glass bottles and like bones from it as well.
I'm gonna make sure like nothing fell out of the room with my foot and just kind of like kick it back in and then shut the
Yes,
door
you
behind us.
scrape it back in, and as you close the door, it all clatters back in place, blocking it once again.
Ew.
Gross.
Damn bitch, you live like It's okay. We've all been there. The depression room. It's fine.
Fun fact: this is an actual encounter I had while house scouting.
Gross. There probably is a Rainbow Dash jar in there somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like even though that was obviously just like a room of mostly visibly trash, he probably collects something weird.
Yeah.
I heard the word decay and I instantly thought of like, oh, he's hiding bodies in there.
Yeah, same.
Used meat.
If there is, I don't want to find it, to be honest. I'd rather not dig through trash to find even something worse than trash.
Is there like any evidence around that somebody else might live here with him, or does it seem to just be him?
Make an investigation check.
Just a regular bachelor pad.
You just sort of peek into the master bedroom. It's pretty bare, except for the odd like plate of unfinished food on like a nightstand. There seems to be just like a bed in there, like one single bed. So just gathering from that his state of affairs, probably lives by himself.
Yeah. Can we make it our goal before we leave Nelid to find this man a significant other?
What happens when they see that room, though?
I mean, that's what I mean, though. It's like,
We
just
need
give me a
someone
reason.
strict.
How? Yeah.
They'd need to be kind of weird to put up with that, like at first glance.
I can't find it, but this happens in It's Always Sunny, or it's where I think it's when Mac and Dennis moved to the suburbs. It's never addressed, but they just have a room in their house where it's just taped up like trash. And over the episode, it just gets more and more bags of trash that aren't making their way to the curb. They're just keeping them in a room. It's that, though. Anyway.
All right, as you sort of peek through the master bedroom closet, walk out to the living room, you sort of look to your left and you see Chrys popping a squat over a bedpan, a chamber pot.
Awful. I do not slow down and I continue walking out the door.
And I soon follow.
Okay. All right. So as you all exit, the dude's sort of just sitting there, leaning against the wall, sipping on a beer, a brewski. Right. You guys done with your little tour?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna renovate this place, right? With the money we gave
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I think it's about time I cleaned up. Suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good meeting you.
Yeah, thanks for the renovation money. I hope you that provided solace.
Janet doesn't make eye contact with him.
Bradley's still teary-eyed.
Can I make an insight check to see if Chrys washed his hands?
With what?
To see what?
See if Chrys washed his hands after he used the restroom.
I find the nearest water source.
Okay.
Okay.
Lucky went to a tearful emotional reunion at his childhood house and then immediately took a shit in it too. It's pretty par for the course for Chrys. All right. As you exit the sort of ramshackle, dilapidated house, on the inside, outside, it still looks almost pretty much exactly as you remember, Chrys. All right.
Yep.
With your new childhood relics in hand, what would you like to do?
Just to confirm, there wasn't like, because there was one that was like a not like colored in picture of Chrys or something.
It was they seemed like the beginnings of a family portrait that
Oh, okay.
someone in that family was drawing. It has like a sketch of mother and father of Chrys and tiny little baby Chrys as well, but it was never painted or colored in.
Would that be enough to like discern appearance and then possibly send out ascending?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll show Riley the photo.
Do you want me to give it a shot?
Sure.
All right. Which one and what is their name?
I hope
Hmm.
Chrys points to one and goes, "That's
should I
mom."
Yep, that's mom.
Your mother's name?
Elindra, I think
Yeah,
it was.
I'll
All
lend you.
right. All right. With that visage in mind, Riley will send to Alendra Killager. If this message is reaching you, your son Chrysostomus is among my party and would like to confirm your whereabouts.
Okay.
Send
And you
message.
sort of send the message out to the ether, hoping it catches onto something. Let me look at the specifics of. As you sort of send the magic out into the world, hoping it latches onto something, specifically the mother Alendra of Chrys. Your spell does not seem to find purchase.
No bones.
That's rough, buddy.
Nothing there.
Nope.
We're here if you ever want to talk, bud.
Well, it was definitely worth a shot, I guess.
I agree. Makes me thankful that me mumsy is still kicking. How old is Riley's mom?
How old is Riley?
Riley's 42?
Okay, so Babby compared to elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mother is not like super old, but it's not young adult either. Probably within like her first 2 centuries.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. At what point do elves start showing age? Like 400?
They live average 750 years. They become adult in elven culture around age 100. So, yeah, probably like 500 years on.
Okay.
Shall we explore the rest of town then?
Lead the way, Chris.
Show us where you got your first kiss.
I'm not sure. We could visit Cora. Get some supplies there. I'd often go to Cora to get stuff for Pratchell. After I would get off work from the library.
Sure. Don't see any reason why not then.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Cora.
Yep.
All right. She's located on the opposite end. About there, the militia barrack, this alley there. Yeah, so you go walk past the wood roost, walk past the militant bastion where all the militiamen train. That's sort of the general like barrack area where everything guard and security related happens there. That's where your parents used to work for a while. Yeah, but you go and find Cora at the Dingbat Apothecary. Cora Oddweed. She typically sells to the militiamen just like various healing potions, remedies, poisons sometimes for like monsters. She doesn't usually sell for anyone else, but Pratchell was like an old friend of hers. So you did get a good amount of contact with her. Yeah, but you find like a pretty worn down building, not unlike the building you're just at. Outside is dilapidated but standing. And you do see a sign that looks like it's been painted over repeatedly and replaced at least once. A sign that says Dingbat Apothecary, except the sign's shaped like a bat. Very familiar sight to you, as you can sight and scent, as you can smell the ground up herbs and just chemical formulas, formaldehyde, seeping from under the door.
Here we go. Let's go in.
Okay. As you sort of open the door, you're Zero and Jenna, not unlike the scent from before. A bit of decay and also a bit of sweet as well. It's a mixture that
Ooh.
is strange and pungent. It is pleasant smells and horrible smells. It is flowers and excrement. It's a olfactory overload in here. Chris, it does catch you off a little bit. Catch you off guard a bit, but you quickly adapt. This is not unusual for Cora Oddweed's workspace. Walking in, it's not a huge building by any means, but it is crammed. It is filled with burning, like little fireplaces with like a cauldron over it. There's beakers and alembics with like distilling liquids that are being heated up by a fireplace that is separate from the other fireplace from the cauldron. There's a lot of boxes of herbs and other alchemical formulas, recipes strewn across the wall in haphazard order. Some scrolls with recipes of them that are attached to one wall and then drawn to the other wall so she could look up and look at the recipe. It's a mess in here, and it's very familiar to you, Chris, as you see from walking behind the counter, a little large tuft of hair that's sort of thinning, wiry, gray at this point, an older halfling woman, large bulbous nose, emerald green eyes, sort of burn scars on her hands, which is also not unusual for you, Chris, and just carries pouches and pouches of herbs on her at all times. And she sort of smells a bit like cardamom and cinnamon. And she sort of just walks up and makes eye contact with you.
Oh, I recognize that green little bony spice structure anywhere. Chrysostomus, my boy.
Hello there, Cora. We wanted to see maybe if you have anything new in stock.
Drink this. And she sort of pulls out a vial that looks like tar.
Okay. I'll gulp it down.
Okay. It's less gulp and more like just letting the ooze slide into your mouth. It's almost like a Jello shot, but it doesn't taste very good. Like it's not. Tastes a bit like old leather. As you sort of
Chris
just
is making
swallow it down.
some weird faces.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Oh, nothing but high rolls.
I sort of just swallow it, let it slide down your throat, and you feel it hit the bottom of your stomach. Sort of just look back. She sort of just squints her eyes at you.
Not the desired effect. Now only to adjust my formula. Chrysostomus, what brings you back to nail it, my boy? Or seems you brought some friends too.
Yep. I brought some friends. We heard about the recent events of Mr. Smithy and the Hydra. I did want to actually ask what actually made Mr. Smithy sick.
Well, it's he was a bit of old of age, it seems to be. Maybe a fever struck him. Normal business. A fever struck and he never recovered properly due to his aging. I suppose I'm on the way too.
Oh no, don't say that.
Once you get to my age, you'll think about these things, my boy. How rude of me.
And she sort of crawls between your legs, like on all fours. Her backpack sort of like speed bags your nutsack for a little bit. And she sort of just behind you starts forcibly shaking her hand with all
remaining three of you. My name is Cora Oddweed. I run Dingbat Apothecary. I make potions. You seem like the adventuring sort. Chrysostomus, you'll have to tell me all about your adventures.
Well, Riley, former Sea Spear current Zodiac. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm Jana. I grew up just down the road.
Zero. Nice to meet you. I'm not from around here.
Sort of just looks at you, Zero, just like,
Oh, we don't get a lot of tieflings around here. None, actually, now that I think about it. You're maybe the first one I've seen in decades.
Hell yeah.
It's good to see your people are still alive. It's a bit of not a good situation down in Sant. If that is where you are from, I do not mean to impose or assume.
You're absolutely right. It is not a good situation.
yeah, you sure her attention immediately whips to Jana.
By down the road, do you mean you're from Nelid, or do you mean you're from the Forest of Faces?
Yeah, I'm from Subi.
Ah, it's been quite some time since I visited there.
Surprised you visited and came back alive, to be honest.
Now, not many. I know a few tricks to dissuade monsters, but my silver tongue can dissuade people.
This lady is elderly,
And-
right?
Yeah, she's
Right.
fucking old as shit.
Do I recognize her at all? Like, have I seen her come through?
No, you have not.
Okay.
Like, visitors aren't like not a thing. It just happens like so rarely. It didn't really happen when you were like alive, pretty much. But like, you've heard stories of people visiting occasionally.
She's just gonna
Stories.
mentally assume she's thinking of somewhere else, but doesn't like want the mental energy to clarify. So she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay, sure."
Her attention whips to Riley.
And by sea speed, what do you mean by that? Is that sort of a clan, an adventuring guild? Are you an ex-mercenary?
Yeah, it's a guild down in Goldmud.
Ah, Golmud. There's a lot of shipwrecks there. I've not
That's
been
what we
myself,
deal
but I'd
in.
love to see. Oh, I imagine there'd be a lot of sea spear. Did you dive in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to tell me all about it over dinner sometime. Chrysostomus, why did you tell me that you made such good friends?
Well,
She crawls underneath your legs again, like speed backing your testicles from another side.
we just entered the city just today actually. But we're definitely gonna be going on another adventure, and we're wondering if you could help out, possibly. Do you know anything that could help against the Hydra?
I'm gonna make an intelligence check on her. Oh shit.
Hydra specifically? I'm an apothecary, not a monster hunter, so I don't know really the specifics or details of how you may slay one. I can definitely provide poisons and healing items and various other remedies and ailments.
Maybe like a poison for the Hydra to eat, perhaps.
No, I have a few choices of that. I can definitely provide one for you. Free of charge for you, Chrissy boy.
I'll definitely throw in a tip, maybe to
Oh
help.
no, she's very old woman. Like as you pull out money, she like grabs you by your hand and like sort of pushes back towards you.
It's not necessary, Chris. I'm doing fine just by myself.
Okay.
It's the least Auntie Ardweed can do for you. Now that you're a big shot adventurer and all.
Thank you, though.
Now, for poison, what were you looking for? I have one that does internal bleeding. I have one that renders the skin paper thin, and one that sort of slows down biological functions from the inside, slowing them.
I
Poison
think,
for Cusco.
yeah. Can we get some poison? The poison.
I provided you 3 options, Chris. I can give you one that just does damage.
Yeah, the one that does
All
damage.
right. Give me a second to whip that up. Please look around. If you see anything of interest, take it. Anything for friends of Chris.
Apothecary shop, huh? Wonder if Riley could find some like bait type stuff in here.
Yep. Actually, sort of goes to a behind the counter and begins grinding up herbs by hand. Yeah, you're free to roam the shop. There's a lot here, just strewn about. It's kind of difficult to find anything specific, but there's definitely objects to look through.
He is specifically looking for something he could use as bait for fish to like catch onto.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Yoink. Oh my god, I can't be stopped.
You find a jar filled with some sort of like seafood. It's corked and like capped off as well, and there's like a cloth covering over it, like the top of the lid that's like sort of wrapped in twine. As you're sort of looking at that, Cora sort of looks at you.
That's some pickled crab meat. I sort of shred the depths straight from the sea, put it in there. It's been there for, I don't know, 2 decades.
2 decades? It's going to waste then.
Oh no, the
Do you
longer
think-
you ferment crab meat, the sweeter it gets.
Sweet.
Ooh.
What does Riley think that like sweet crab is a good taste?
That's up to you.
Is sweet crab normal is what I'm asking.
There is crab species that have a very slightly sweeter taste than other crabs, but like it's not like honey sweet. It's just like smoother.
Okay, and the honey sweet, this is what she's going for, right?
You just said sweeter.
It could
Take
be
that as a-
sweet, sweet for the fish.
Yeah, do you reckon this could work well as bait?
I imagine it's all flippy floppy. Still fish. Fish still smell things. Yours if you want it.
You can't find a use for it yourself?
Oh, I've been snacking on it every so often.
I don't feel like taking that. Riley will leave it be. 20 years? Yeah, no, he's if it was not so long, may have taken it, but no.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll ask Cora. Do you have any of Pratchell's favorite chicken? You know how he likes his chicken sandwiches.
Oh, I know how he likes his chicken sandwiches. The farm, I do not have bread. I do have chicken.
He sort of pulls out like a plate that's sort of covered with cloth. Lifts it open. There seems to be like very like old and stale nuggets of some kind that sort of like shaped like chickens, very vaguely.
Been saving these for a rainy day.
I'll take one. I'll take one of the nuggets.
Okay. All right, so you take one of the nuggets. It's hard as shit. Like it's basically a rock. Nothing's growing on it, but it's definitely a nugget of some kind. Presumably chicken. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So after about 15 minutes of just processing a bunch of herbs and plants, chemicals, boiling stuff, reducing stuff, eventually she produces a small vial of like this like bright green liquid.
Now, if you let someone drinks this, they're going to be shitting their guts out for months. So maybe don't use it on yourself.
Sounds good. I'll be sure to use it only on maybe monsters or enemies.
Okay. And as you take the vial, she sort of slides a very, very tightly bound pouch towards you.
That's a little bit of an anti-oddweeds special formula. If a big shot adventurer, one of you, happens to perish, the scent from that should be strong enough that it'll shock the body right back.
Thank you very much. I'll come in use, probably.
The last ditch effort, just in case.
Much appreciated.
Well, if you need any more healing or poison, feel free to come back to the apothecary. Auntie Oddwood would be happy to help you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have no gold, so I can't really buy anything.
Do you have any healing potions?
That I do,
Perhaps?
laddie. I can give you 3 healing. It won't take too much to replenish my stock.
Sure. I'll take a healing potion of greater healing, perhaps, if you have that.
I have 1, though.
Make a persuasion check. Okay. As she's sort of just like thinking for a bit.
I can always make more.
And she gives you 3 healing potions and 1 potion of greater healing.
Thank you very much.
Anything for my Chrysostomus boy.
Wait,
What, free of charge? After all you've given us already?
Oh, me and Chrysostomus go way back. I couldn't possibly charge him or his friends.
No. You can very well charge me. He's gonna hand her 5 silver.
that's not a lot for a healing potion, I think.
It isn't. However,
Right?
consider the fact that I'm just commissioned a really cool sword. I have no gold left.
Make a persuasion check.
Right,
Make a persuasion check to lose money.
Yeah. Any day it wants to load. There we go.
She slides back the silver.
I couldn't possibly take this.
Fine.
Also, there is something I actually want to ask you.
What is it, Jana?
Do you have any embarrassing stories about Chrys?
Oh, do I? There was one time I woke up to him so drunk that he woke up naked in front of my house, thinking it was his.
How old was he?
Old enough to know that's embarrassing.
Thank you.
All of the town got a full moon that night.
A full moon elf.
God.
I want to die.
Now Chris gets drunk and just tries to set things on fire. What happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that
should
was
maybe
one
not
time.
let him near alcohol again.
All the amount of times Chris has almost set stuff on fire is too many times to count, honestly. Ever since Pratchell up there taught him firebolt, oh, it was over.
Considering what this town is made of, how are you not scared for your life constantly?
When you live to my age, nothing scares you. The Reaper can come at any time.
Elders
That being
are
said,
terrifying.
Chris is, amongst certain circles in town, not the most popular fellow.
Oh.
Weird, we've had the opposite impression this whole time.
Now you have me living in a town made of wood.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no one was harmed permanently.
I can only imagine this isn't exclusive to just Chris. I'm assuming Pratchell is also not the town sweetheart.
There's a reason Pratchell lives in the hills these days.
Yeah.
Aside from just privacy and being a crazy old coot. It's better for all parties involved, at least when regarding normal town structure, that the wizard that can summon demons from the ether stay far away. And those that wish to seek him out.
I'm noticing there's no exceptions to towns Chris has to leave and can't potentially come back.
Not even the one he was born in. Oh, painful.
Cora sort of looks at you, Chris. He's like,
You've already got kicked out of other towns.
Maybe a Bethis. And,
I'm so proud of you, my boy. Staying true to
Yeah.
who you are, I couldn't be happier.
and almost Tetscat too.
oh, that would have been a story.
Make a
but it
daring
was,
escape from one of the most secure cities on the continent.
Oh, has he
You
got
see
a
the writing
story
is looking
for
after all
you?
this.
If only it involved some sort of heist, maybe in a museum. I would really put the cherry on top.
It was a cool museum though.
Now, you have to tell me all about it once your little reptile hunt is over.
Definitely.
I'd love to hear more from the other three of you as well here. No, I'm so excited to hear about stories about Chris's friends, how you met, where you're from, what you've done.
We met at an auction. Had ourselves a
win,
little
Chris?
far away. Oh, I mean, I guess he won. We all won.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an impulse buy, honestly. Cool little statue thingy. He'll present the tablet. I was like, I don't really have anything fancy on me. May as well try and go for the gold a little bit. So, auction and where was it? Imus?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we ended up splitting it.
Looks like an important artifact. I think the A-Kit's up at Sternia. I would like to take a look at that.
In Sylnia.
Oh yeah, they love all their ancient artifacts. Anything you can give them, they'll record in a jiffy.
Did we do that already?
Why didn't we think to... No.
We're dumb.
In character, we haven't even... I don't think we've even brought up the possibility. And so now... Why
I
didn't
do
we think to
recall
do
a
that?
book.
We recorded something.
I do recall a book that we read in Sylnia about these pedestals or something.
Wait, so you're
or
telling me
artifacts.
that you already knew what this was, and you didn't bother asking to do something with it?
Oh, I don't know what it is, but something that we can check out.
It appears that a revisit to Sylnia is in our future.
Is there anything else I can get for you, dearies?
I think that's all for now. Do you know where Henry's about these days?
Well, I believe Henry got a promotion. I think he's probably whipping up new recruits in the militiamen, the militant bastion. Though I don't know with the current state of affairs where he may be, and if you might be able to find him there.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll check it out. See if he's there.
And do come back soon and tell me all about your adventures in detail later.
Definitely. There's other friends, but they're not here at the moment. We've met a group called the Four Corners. Gary, Mondo, Claudine, and our best friend Merrick.
That's just a square, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've also made some other good friends. Azizon and Eda Ellie.
Oh, you have to bring them all here for dinner sometime.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
love to meet this Merrick of you tell. He sounds like a lovely man.
Yeah, he has a good face.
Oh, best friends already.
Yep, we're gonna try and find him in Thane.
I take my vacations in Thane as well.
Probably some good goods there, and stuff for your apothecary.
Oh yeah, there's lots of little bits and bobs. Some plants that are rare, only grow in Arctic climates. Birds are monsters. Oh, speaking of, if you're going to the Forest of Faces, I'd imagine you're going to be finding lots and lots of monsters. If you take the time to carve up pieces and send them to me, I'll be sure to reward you handsomely.
Oh, definitely. We'll go and if we gather some of these parts, we'll definitely share the wealth.
The rarer the better. Quality matters to try not to squidge anything too hard.
Yep. We'll try and get it in good quality.
Well, till next time, dearies.
Yep. See you soon.
Yeah, Riley was quietly sneaking out mid-conversation.
All right. Okay. What were you doing?
What was Riley doing?
Yeah.
He's just sneaking out. He's like mildly perturbed by the
Oh,
state Yeah,
Yeah, but the
it's just
state
like
generally.
yeah, not yeah.
Kentucky.
The country.
Okay.
No. By the state of like her mental state, I suppose. He's like, if I stay here any longer, I get her getting out of here.
Okay. Eventually, your companions will join you. Okay, and you're left outside the Dingbat Apothecary.
So, do you guys want to get some drinks before we go out?
That sounds like a really bad idea.
What spells do you have prepared?
Me?
Yeah. Any fire-related ones?
Yep.
No, we're not drinking.
Yeah, well, it will be fine.
Chris, and he like pats him on the shoulder. Jana is passing on this one. You understand what that means, right?
What if it already happens?
You're already
happened?
drunk?
What?
I'm gonna drink that half bottle of brandy
Doesn't Jana have it?
that I got. Do you have it?
Yeah, Jana, as
The one we
whiskey.
found in the library.
Are you gonna try and steal it off Jana?
I don't know. I have a half bottle of brandy.
Oh,
I
no,
got.
Oh.
He just appeared. He just has that. I give you guys a lot of alcohol in this game.
I forget where I got it.
Probably some rich
I think it
person
was on
house.
the ship.
Anyway, it's down the hatch.
Yeah, I was in the ship, in the airship.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh,
when you
so
stole
like
the
a
good
month
ammunition.
ago. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just chug that half bottle of brandy.
Chug. Okay.
Oh wait, the one
Yeah.
you stole from the
Nice
captain that was like
story.
under his bed?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. He teaches you how to shoot a gun and you steal
Day
his
drinking
booze.
stolen liquor.
Yo, the dude
Yeah,
sips on that.
day
You're gonna
drinking
chug it?
stolen
Alright.
liquor.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You begin to feel very, very tipsy. You can feel the effects of. You can feel drunkenness being very, very close, but you're not quite there yet. As you are now half fucked up.
It might be time to gamble.
Okay. All right. Make a deception check with advantage as you sort of. Where you posted up where you are right now, right outside the shop.
Oh, I was like maybe like a foreshadowing like maybe going to like get Henry or something like that.
Oh, right.
And then doing like a game or something.
Yeah, it is very reminiscent of days with Henry and Ginny's. Okay, where you off to now?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Frankly, I want to prepare to fight this Hydra. The faster we get this done, the faster we can go break America out.
Yeah, do you think we'll need to rest before we go help Niles find his dudes? Or do you think we can head out like this as we are? Like, we don't have to get everything done the same day. We can have a long rest between
Yeah.
here and the Hydra, hopefully.
Especially
Unless
if
we
you
walk right into the Hydras.
especially if you're still short spell slots from teleporting. Like, we should not be going out tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're meeting the guy in the morning.
True.
So I guess if we want, we can go to the tavern and for the night, and then go to bed, and then head off.
What do others feel like?
I'm just here for the ride.
0?
I mean, yeah, I have nothing else to do for the day, so I'm good to just head back and I guess let everyone get their rest in before we head out tomorrow.
Yeah, back to
I
the
guess
Hydras.
we can head back to the inn then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, just making your way back there. Setting to sleep.
What's like 2 p.m. right now, right?
Yeah.
Should probably waste a little bit more time before then.
Yeah, I could get Henry and then maybe hang out at the tavern if he's not busy.
Did we go everywhere on the map?
I don't think we actually went into the militia bastion, but I think that's where Henry is, so we could check that out.
Okay.
I guess we'll go to the militant bastion.
Okay. Okay. So just walking through the one of the only buildings here made of stone. So it's cobblestones built up, several layered, and in the center is a large courtyard. Right now you can see a sort of small gathering of just guards people, it seems. Mostly dressed in chainmails, several them armed with crossbows, some spears, some swords. It's kind of mishmashed, but they all seem to be crowding in a large circle around something that someone that appears to be talking.
Do I recognize them?
No one in the crowd, but as you sort of just peer through at the center, you see Henry's sort of just giving his speech, or at least like a plan. Sort of going, all right, lads, there's change of plan. We have to sit by the gates. 2 people at the gates watching. The rest, you patrol around the perimeter. Anything moves, you come back, report it, we'll go investigate. Nothing gets in and out without either my or Captain Rowan's say so. Understood? And everyone just goes, oh, yeah, bro. As they all sort of disperse, sort of left alone with Henry, the human, sort of just recruit at the time you knew him, but he seems to have been promoted. Uh, so it looks almost looks a lot older for sure. Sort of brown head of hair. You're starting to lose some of it. Kind of square head. Just his bright blue eyes, sky blue. Sort of just notices you. Chrys, is that you?
Yeah, it is. It looks like you got a promotion.
Yeah, that I did. Bit more work, but nothing I can't handle. Seemed about friends with you.
Yeah, we heard about the recent events here, and we have decided like to try and help out and maybe go after that Hydra.
Oh, you're the secret weapon that Captain Rowan was talking about.
I guess I am.
That I was not expecting. Sort of looks to the three of you. Hi, Henry Scallots. Sergeant. No, I
Riley.
suppose. Weird.
Jana. That's 0.
I'm not talking of that one, huh? Well, anyway, it's good to meet you. Chrys, you and I need to have a drinking contest.
Perhaps tonight, maybe.
Yeah, after I'm off duty, I can come find you. I'm still on the clock. Have a bit of a maintenance, management going about.
Yeah, looks like you guys are setting up the town
Yeah,
for protection.
A lot of people got killed in that attack. More got wounded. The medical base just full of screams and agonizing wails. It's not a good situation all around. So if you're really the big dangerous wizard that Rowan says you are now, then I have nothing to fear. I imagine the rest of you are equally as badass, huh?
Yeah, mostly.
Did I hear
Not to
something about a
brag,
drinking
but-
contest? We can prove it later.
Oh yeah. Me, Chrys, Janice used to just down them.
Jana here is some competition.
Oh, is that so?
We'll find out.
Ever since you've been gone, Chrys, I've been king of the drinking contest. Iron stomach. You, me, Jana, Janice.
Sounds good. Tonight at 9 p.m.
Oh, you're on, you motherfucker.
Got a bad
Sounds
feeling
good.
about this.
Well, I'm still on the clock, but 9 o'clock, sharp, tavern, I'm kicking your ass. And you
Sounds
too,
good.
no offense. Okay. As Henry sort of just, miladies his helmet towards you. Starts marching towards some of the barracks, shouting orders at people that are just sort of lazing about.
Yeah, I think we'll just head back to the tavern until that time then.
Okay. All right, so as you head back to the tavern, Just resting your laurels, relaxing. The first few moments of respite you guys have had for a while. I'll take a break there. All right. Cool. So as you all just rest up for a bit, just chilling, chatting with other people. Eventually, as night comes, the usually mostly empty during the day Wood Roost comes to life at night with the actual main tavern, the restaurant part, the bar part, sort of just getting a lot more activity than during the day, as per usual for taverns, as a lot of the townsfolk come here to congregate, forget their worries, troubles, anxieties, or just trade gossip, or literally trade. Okay, and as requested, Henry does show up in a lot more casual gear, just regular tunic. Judy's is there as well, off duty, just letting other people under her watch run the establishment for a while. As they're already found a table, and they beckon the four of you over.
And head over.
Yeah.
We'll head over, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, as you all head over, sit down around a large circular table. So there's already beer stains just caked into the wood already. Food being passed around, vegetables steamed, meats that you've never seen before, like whole haunches of animals that look like it comes from a bird, but they're way too big to come from like a normal poultry. And you are served like a pretty decent meal, actually. Like a some sort of stew, but the flavor is kind of different than what you're expecting. A bit tangier.
Ooh, not bad.
Doc
That's
speak.
pretty good.
This is a
Because
lot,
kind of a large.
this is a lot better than the last food we had. No offense, Randall.
See Randall pop up from the crowd.
None taken.
Oh.
How did he get here?
Don't you know, Riley? I'm everywhere.
Randall, final boss.
Should have fucking known.
Yeah, he's the big bad. Randall.
Randall is kind of a shitter name, though.
Oh, that's just Monsters Inc. in your brain.
No, I don't think that's the one. It's something else.
Recess?
Oh
Yeah, that's the one.
Snitch.
R.
Oh,
Oh, oh no!
no! It always hurts when it's
So
the
it
one
begins.
you love the most. Anyway, we're at a bar.
You are. Would you like to order drinks?
Is it 9 o'clock?
It is. You guys are at the tavern, 9 o'clock.
Okay. And everyone's here?
Yep, everyone on the party that was wishes to join. You have Henry there, off duty. You have Janice, just taking a load off after a stressful day.
I'll buy the first round.
Yeah, Riley's
for
gonna
for
make sure
those
that
participating.
the fucking bar doesn't, like, go aflame.
You're like the DD, but for the whole bar. Like from us.
Yeah, basically.
Yep, so everyone has a round. As Henry just leans in. All right. Now, who wants to participate in the contest?
Are we not already in the contest?
Oh, that was just a warm-up. Get your wet your whistle for a second.
All right, if
Oh,
you want to play
the
that
real
way.
contest.
What the
No.
what contest?
Drinking contest.
okay.
Not just any stale ale. The piss that they serve here. No, this is a special occasion. And he sort of brings out this huge jug that he had hidden under the table. There's like a single like ring that he uses to hold it. It's basically a moonshine bottle. This I've been stowing away for occasions exactly like this. This thing's basically 100% alcohol. It'll make you a piss fuel. Last one standing wins.
All
This
right.
man wants us in the hospital.
Let's go for it.
A cab, let's go.
Jeannie sort of looks at the bottle and just goes, "Oh, I've made a horrible mistake." But puts the cup up. Who wants to participate in this contest?
Not a chance in hell.
I will.
Janison.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. As Henry pours the first round, they're big mugs too. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws that are participating.
Do I get advantage because I drink a lot of alcohol?
I'm not sure whether you're drinking a lot of alcohol gives you advantage or disadvantage because your liver is non-existent anymore.
Tolerance is definitely a thing.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Yeah, thank you. At least up to a certain point of this contest.
Yeah.
Did it go? Why is my sheet so... Hello?
Oh, I don't see anything on the thing though. There we go.
Oh my god, I might come through like 10 times. It's not an advantage.
There we
Oh
go.
my god. I don't even know which one to take.
Take a first
Scrap
two
it?
rolls.
Okay. I'll say scrap and just do a new one. You can just take the first ones.
I'll take the first two roll. Okay. Yeah, as you all chug, Chris and Jana, the clear liquid this dude poured into your cup burns burns everything pretty much. Like it is not pleasant to drink. There are times you have to like forcibly gulp down this swill this dude's given you. Already, Chris and Jenny, you're not feeling so hot. Then, on the other hand, neither do Henry or Janice look that good either. Okay. All right, everyone make new rolls.
I'm going downhill.
Yeah. Okay. As the second cup is served to you, Chris, this one's a lot harder to swallow. As like you can feel the contents of it sort of just like searing a hole through your stomach, or at least that's what it feels like, as you're just forcibly chugging the stuff down. Janice takes one sip, goes, "No, I'm out. This is a horrible idea. I'm going to go back."
Yeah, Riley salutes her on the way out.
She gives like a half rushed salute as she sort of quickly makes her way out of the tavern before she gets like completely shit-faced. Yeah, Jenna, you're used to alcohol. This is a different beast. This isn't just like a tasty little drink or just hard liquor. This shouldn't be potable. Really.
What's the dude's name? Henry?
Henry.
Henry, did you just like put your mom's nail polish in this bottle? Did you make this? What is this?
This I have been fermenting for quite some time, ever since Chrys over there left.
Fucking shows.
Yeah, this is a special gift. I knew he would be coming back, and I needed to take the crown from him. Looking from the look from his eyes, it looks like I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, you can take the crown from him, but good luck. Good luck getting it from me.
Oh, them's the fighting words.
Let's go.
All right, make another roll.
Is Crystal in this?
Surprisingly, yeah. Well,
Oh no. I've had only garbage rolls tonight. Like nothing above a 12.
maybe they aren't rolling that good either. Well, Henry rolled one good one. As Henry's the first to like throw back the drink and slam it on the table. Yeah, Chrys and Jenna, you guys are fading fast. Like your vision's getting blurry, your sense of balance is getting fucked. Like it's a struggle to stay conscious at this point. Okay, Henry sort of just drunkenly goes, "Oh, you're still standing. That's surprising. One more."
Let's go. Can I ask what the mechanics are, Simon, or no spoilers?
Just roll above a certain number. If you don't, you
Okay.
garner a failure in my head.
Got it.
You guys aren't doing so hot. Okay. Jesus. All right. Okay. Riley and Zero, you watch as the three of them that are still at the table simultaneously hit the floor at the same time.
Does Jana
Like-
follow
like,
a little
uh,
slower?
Make an athletics check.
I have no confidence in my rolls.
And before this is the 20.
Fuck yeah. I don't know why it's still on advantage. I took it off.
That's okay. It's still fine. Okay. Yeah. As they're falling, Jenna, you can watch in slow motion pretty much as you're falling. You like throw your knee out forward, like just before you hit the ground, and you catch yourself for just a split second as you watch Henry face plant into the floor, make eye contact with you, and you don't hear anything, but you hear her mouth no very dramatically as you stay standing like a champion. From his point of view, you're like a statue, resolute against all elements. As you watch him pass out, and you very shortly hit to the ground and follow suit.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, you see Chris on the other side. There's a tear before he hits the ground.
Yeah, you look at Chris, like a single tear travels down his face. Looks at you, his eyes red and puffy.
He's sad he lost the crown.
Riley will turn to Zero. So, do we just leave him there, or do we bring him up?
I mean, they'll be fine down here, I'm sure. I'll carry Jana. I'm not worried about Chris.
I guess I'll bring him up. Fuck it.
I will scoop Jana up like a baby.
Aw.
Riley is dragging Chris by his arm.
Okay. As you sort of you make your way back up to your room, you see Janice, you sort of see you carrying your compatriots, well, carrying Jenna up. Riley, you're sort of just like lugging Chris around like he's a potato sack, which it basically is at this point. Like every step you go up, his feet hit the ground, making like a funking noise. And just like as you make your way up, Janice makes eye contact with you and just sighs heavily, talks to somebody, and then like a second later, someone calls in a stretcher, and like there's like two wooden poles and a cloth spread over, and then like eventually you see Henry being wheeled up to one of the rooms. Okay, as you eventually plop the two unconscious corpses of your companions into the bed to sleep it off, probably waking up with a 2d6 penalty to psychic damage tomorrow
Yeah.
morning.
I might get knocked down, but I'll get up again, and you're never gonna keep me down. Was it 2d6?
You're the best
I'm joking.
around. There's probably
The
some
two
sort
that
of
are
hangover
conscious.
mechanic.
There probably is. I don't
So-
know.
Can I guess what the number was that we needed to get at or above? Because I'm assuming everyone failed every single round.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it like 15 or something? Like, I feel like 12 was the highest I saw of like our rolls. So it
It
had
was
to have been
15
higher
actually,
than
yeah.
12. What was it?
Yeah, it was 15.
Yeah.
It was strong. It wasn't just like, whiskey would have been like 13. That shit was higher up. It was legitimately supposed to be super strong. No one rolled above it, even with modifiers.
God. Love it. That's the good shit. Is there still like still some left in the bottle that we can claim in the morning?
Maybe if it's still there.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Hair of the
I
dog.
think I just say moonshine for breakfast one time, didn't I? Okay. The two of you that are conscious, what would you like to do? You have two dead friendos in beds.
Cast Revivify.
That'll cost 100 gold worth of diamonds.
Yeah, I don't actually have that spell. I don't
Is
know
this
if bards can
the-
even learn that.
You can't.
Is this the following morning?
It's still during the same night, but I can advance it the following morning if there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's.
I will
there's
tuck the peaceful little drunk in, and that'll be. I'll leave her there in bed. Are there windows in our room?
Not your room, no.
Are there windows on the second floor?
There's like the hallways that go to the second floor, which are like the you guys are on the second floor. There's a third floor, which where the deluxe rooms were. There's windows in the hallways that you can look outside.
Can I open them, or are they just like a little panel? of
They're a
glass?
panel of glass.
Okay. I will come back downstairs, then I'm gonna go outside and I'm going to let Isaac go, and I'm going to tell him to just kind of like scan the perimeter of town and just see, what's going on out there, if he sees anything interesting. And then just come back when he's done.
Understood. And he sort of flies off. He's in an owl right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Blends in very well at night. Okay. So you're gonna wait for Isaac then?
Yeah, I think I'll give it like 40 minutes or so, and then I'll come back out and wait to see if he comes back.
Riley, you want to do anything in the meantime?
Not particularly.
Okay. Okay. As wait an hour, just resting, overlooking Jenna, just wiping off any drool that may be coming out of her face. After about an hour or so, you walk outside, look around for an owl before, from behind you, a owl swoops down and perches onto your shoulder, giving you like a weird, like roguey pirate feel. Told him just look at the perimeter.
Yeah. I guess so. Just like the outskirts.
Okay. Yeah, so he sure just says preparing.
Cool. I guess just head back up for the night.
Okay. All right, as you all head to bed, some of you forcibly, you awake the wee hours of the morning. Chris, Janet, you wake up around like 5, but you sort of just sit there in pain for the next hour. Yeah, you guys don't feel great at all. Like you're groggy. You have like a big headache. Difficult to focus. But eventually you do get you do manage to get the energy to just make just collect the necessary components of your day-to-day sluggishly.
What are we doing?
Waking up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like leading up to a roll and it cut out or something. Okay.
No, you guys
Yeah.
very sluggishly get up, dress yourselves, like blink one eye at a time. Lights are really bright.
Is there like
But as
pickle
you-
juice or something downstairs when we get there?
You can ask. Just asking around. You can get pickle juice for 2 copper.
Done and done.
Just from the tavern, because apparently this might be a regular occurrence.
Slam it down. I should now be cured of a hangover.
You are, in your brain, at least. You are. Your body may not say so, but your brain says, yes, I am cured.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you all make your way down, Zero and Riley make it first, and you see a little bit more groomed Niles Ort. Armor a bit more polished, hair a bit more slicked back, and not like a wild man anymore. There appears to be missing 2 of you.
Give them like an hour or so, they'll be done.
All right. After about 5 more minutes, you 3 of you watch as Chris and Jana very, very slowly, grabbing every single rail and step on the way down, and just very slowly make your way over to Niles Ort.
Jana is also wearing sunglasses indoors.
Chris is just wearing sacks on his feet.
So is normal shoes? Didn't we establish that?
Yeah.
I think we did.
God. Fashion icons.
As he sort of watches the hungoverness of the both of you, Jana less so. Sort of just goes, you have strange rituals for preparing to fight monsters.
This isn't part of the norm.
Oh, good. This is a special occurrence then.
We're
You know,
just
we're
as
fighting
excited
a-
to see the results as you are.
I don't think this is a good time to be celebrating with revelry just the day before fighting a Hydra.
Tell them that. We didn't participate.
And you have a better head on your shoulders than they. He sort of looks to Jenna and Chris. Well, you think you can muster the strength to march?
Yeah.
Yep, I can march.
Work hard, play hard.
And Chris will literally try to march.
Okay. Using your wand as a rifle, just very straight-legged, march out the door.
Yep.
Jana's been to the Forest of Faces, right?
You lived in the Forest of Faces.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Picking
Yeah, you're very
spells.
familiar with stuff in there. Okay. As Chris marches out the door, you sort of hear a giggle from behind the desk from Janice. Niles sort of looks back to Chris as he exits out of view. I have a distinct feeling this is a horrible idea. And follows after Chris.
We're going to find the boys first, right? Not the Hydra.
Yes, well, that's the plan. We'll need to track both. The more backup we have fighting the Hydra, the better. And also, I need to see if they're still alive.
Do you have any of their possessions that my bear could smell?
No, they keep everything on them. Supplies, weapons. I do not carry anything of theirs. Any person business. If we find any on the way, though.
I can send my bird to scout ahead and see if he catches anything before we head out there.
It's not a bad idea. A forward scout would help alleviate any dangers.
Cool. Then I guess whenever we're ready to go, I will send Isaac out ahead of us, whatever direction we're going down, and I'll let him just keep an eye on what's up ahead, like a couple 100 feet or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you'd like to accomplish in town before leaving on the forest path?
No, sir.
I think that's it.
Okay. As you gather your things, supplies, horses.
I don't see why we wouldn't bring our horses.
Yeah, we can probably take them.
Okay.
Is Niles taking a horse?
Yeah. If you guys have horse, you'll need horse. He has horse.
Not to instantly become the oldest person in the room, but I've been rewatching Frasier, so I can't imagine this guy as anything else but that Niles. That's just a me problem. Let's go.
Okay. As you exit from the west gate, you can see that there is definitely a bigger guard presence here. The gates close, but when you open them, when they open it, a little bit ajar. You look back, you can see huge, just dense and acid pockmarks on the gate. You can see a couple like strewn weapons and arrows in the dirt here. A lot of broken buildings as well. You can see workers that are trying to achieve some level of normalcy. Huge stockpile of logs that need to cut. Some of them are just hacking away. Big sawmills that you can hear like the buzzing and clanging of the gears as they operate. And you also see like large divots in the ground where presumably a hydra used to be as you follow the path westward towards the Forest of Faces, tracking it down to slay it. Okay, call there for the night.
I'm for that, yeah.
All right.
Let's get our pittance of EXP, and then I need to go, like, pass out harder than Jana did.
Yeah, you sound gone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tired as fuck.
Okay. You guys walked around. I'll say 1,000 XP.
It's 11-0. 110810.
Roll
Yeah.
20's being really
Okie
slow.
dokie.
I'm assuming yes.
Alrighty. Oh, good game, y'all. Sorry it was so fucking sleepy today. Hopefully 2 weeks from now will be better.
It's gonna be Simon's birthday.
No, it's not.
Wait, are we playing on Simon's birthday? We actually? Oh shit, we are. Nice. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna fucking get some rest for that. Alright, good night, y'all.
Good night, Bowen.